So now it's the time that we begin talking about brainstorming issues with AI. Now, when it comes to user research, and if you are working in a team, you're going to get these kind of requests always. Like, users don't like our app. We need to be more like our competitor. Can you just ask user what features they want? Our conversion is low. So these are the requests that you will often hear from your stakeholders. Okay. And what is the problem with these requests? These requests are too vague to research effectively. They are too broad, solution focused. They are instead of problem focused. So here, for example, in the third request, you can see like someone is asking you to just ask users what features they want. Okay. So yes, these are solution focused based on assumptions. There is no evidence. Okay. So one or two users might complain and it becomes like everybody's complaining suddenly, whoever is using the product. And there's no clear success criteria. So this is not structured and this gets you nowhere, right? So this is a problem over here. Okay. And here is where AI can be helpful. Okay. In a context wherein AI can help you clarify vague stakeholder input. Okay. So for example, AI can help you brainstorm a bit and you can quickly turn fuzzy statements like users don't like our app into structured problem areas, helping researchers frame the right questions. Okay. So one is it clarifies the vague stakeholder input that you get. It can also generate a broad hypothesis space. For example, instead of starting in blind, AI can help you brainstorm what are the possible user challenges that could come in. For example, if your stakeholder or whoever your manager is saying that our conversion is low in a particular funnel, okay, so you can brainstorm with AI and understand what are the friction points, or whether there is an unclear pricing, whether there is an delivery delay or something like that. And because of this, AI accelerates early stage discovery and saves you a lot of time. So earlier you need to brainstorm, or you had to brainstorm this with people, your team and all of that. But now you can make use of AI to do all of this. You can highlight hidden assumptions. You can even so you can do a lot of things over here. Okay, so basically it's like your brainstorming companion. Okay, now if this is not done in the right way, like if you are not able to define the problem in a right way, for example, let's say you get a stakeholder request that our app isn't working, users are complaining about everything, we are losing to our competitors. So this is very weak, right? There is no clear problem definition. So if you are not defining, if you as a user researcher, you're not defining the problem definition properly, it's going to cost you a lot. Okay. And it costs in terms of not understanding the root causes of the problems that users are facing. And you won't have solutions that are going to address real problems, and you will even waste a lot of time and resources in building something that is not right. And that is when you will waste a lot of time and resources. Now, when it comes to brainstorming, you can make use of general LLM models, for example, like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Okay, ChatGPT stands out to be the most popular, and you can do a lot just with the free plan. Okay, you don't need to pay for this. So here I am logged into ChatGPT dashboard, and here I have already written the prompt that I would be triggering. So here you can see first I'm giving some context over here as to what the startup is all about. Okay, so some brief of the company, what the app does, or whatever the product you are willing to brainstorm AI with. So here I'm talking about Freshcart, which is a grocery delivery startup, and it allows users to browse the groceries, add items to the cart, choose delivery slots, and pay online. Okay. Now I've received the following stakeholder request. So here in this template, you need to, so this is a template that I've prepared. You can add any sort of stakeholder request. So let's say I got this stakeholder request over here, which says something like this. Okay. Find out what users want. Now I'm telling AI that I need 3 things out of this. Okay. I want you to translate this into clear problem focused research question, identify hidden assumptions behind the request, and suggest 3-5 possible user challenges or problem areas that this might point to, and keep the response structured and concise. So if I give this as an input over here, so let us see what output we get over here. So you can see here it is going to give you some output. Okay, so here first it says like this is a clear problem focused research question. So it is telling you that, hey, what unmet needs, pain points, or missing features are causing users to prefer competitor grocery delivery apps over Freshcart. So this is the clear problem statement. Okay. Then you have over here hidden assumptions in the request. So you can see over here user dissatisfaction is primarily due to missing features. This is an assumption, right? And of course it's an assumption. So if you as a human oversee this point, okay, AI can quickly let you know. Okay, competitors are winning because of the features, not because of better usability. This is also a assumption. Okay, the problem is universal across all users rather than varying by segment. This is another problem. So what you can do is you can go back, check the data, and see which users are turning to the competitors and not coming back to the app regularly. What is the segment? Try to segment them a bit and try to see what sort of users they are. Okay, this could give you some insights. So here you can see a lot of to-dos at your end now. Okay, what features alone will solve the, like adding features alone will solve the retention and satisfaction issues. So for example, if you are a grocery delivery startup, probably having a good delivery time could even improve the retention and satisfaction issues. There could be product issues that your users might also be facing. So this is what this line is pointing out. So just by adding features into the product is not going to solve the problem. There might be something external that is impacting this. For example, delivery issues or delay in deliveries, the product quality issues. So product is not good. Product as in the groceries that are being delivered are not good, not the app. Okay, so this could also be a reason. And then here you can see over here possible user challenges or problem areas. It could be navigation, usability, checkout, payments, delivery experience, trust, transparency, value perception. Now from all the possible user challenges, okay, that the AI has listed, okay, you can add a follow-up prompt over here. You can ask it that from the list of possible challenges, prioritize them based on what typically impacts a grocery app the most. Okay, show the reasoning as well. So it is going to give you the output of that. Now you can see over here, it thought for 11 seconds. It took some time over here and it gave you a tight prioritized view. Okay, so the first is delivery experience. Okay, reliability and slot availability. So people are coming to a grocery app to buy groceries, right? So delivery experience might be an issue over here. Okay, reliability, slot availability, this could be an issue and it's better in the competitor and that's why they might be going there. This is just still a hypothesis. Okay, this needs to be validated. So you can see over here how to validate quickly. It is also giving you this measure on-time delivery percentage orders with substitutions, and percentage of users who cite delivery issues in the support ticket. So basically you can look at all these data points to get some cues over here for this particular problem. Okay, so it is giving you a decent direction over here. Okay, so we just had some vague problems and now you have decent directions wherein if you want to validate for this problem, if this could be a problem, you can measure these metrics over here if you have. Okay, if you don't have these metrics handy, you can set this up, right? Check out payment frictions. So basically this could be one. So you can check out the conversion rate and all of that. Navigation issues could be one. Trust and transparency could be one, like freshness, substitutions, fees and all of that. See how if users are complaining, what are the return refund rates for perishable items and trust related or NPS themes, what is happening over there, right? So all these things you can check. Okay, and okay, this gives you enough on your plate. Okay, so now you have a list of actions. Okay, now here what you can even do is, since everybody is saying that hey, our competitors are better, what you can do is you can ask AI to do a head-to-head comparison. Okay, between the competitors and your features. Of course, now the Freshcart startup over here is hypothetical, and Instacart is also hypothetical. They don't exist, right? So what you can do is you can add any sort of things over here. So I can add Airbnb and I can add booking.com. Okay. So these are not my startups, okay, but I'm just giving you an example over here. You can see possible weaknesses, likely strengths, you can see. So based on what all data it has been trained on, it will give you everything, like all the data, all the distinction over here, weaknesses versus strengths over here. You can see over here, right? Possible weaknesses and likely strengths. Okay, so you can see over here how this is comparing, and you can even chat with it more to get even more robust things over here. Okay, so this is how you can make use of AI for brainstorming by iterating over it. Okay, you are giving it a prompt, it is giving you the output, and then you're iterating over it to get more information, right? So yeah, I hope this has been useful so far.